Okay, we're recording. Don't glitch out and be weird. Okay, here it is. Recording there, recording here. All right, fantastic. Hi, Harry. Okay. Hey there, it's BoardGameDave. Today we're taking a look at a game called Dated, a trivia game for 3 or more players ages 13 and up. So about a month ago, Josh, the creator of this game, reached out to me about a review copy of Dated. Now, I do get offers for review copies of games from time to time, and much more often than not, I turn them down because oftentimes it's not my kind of game, but even if it is, I have to learn the game, get it to the table, teach a bunch of people, and then film a review video, and of course, I've got plenty of games already, so it's not very often that I take up someone's offer to get a review copy of a game, but this one was a little bit different. First of all, the packaging. So as soon as I saw this, I was instantly intrigued by the way this game is packaged. So for my younger viewers, guys, this is supposed to look like a VHS, a video cassette. Now, you don't know what this is, but before there was Netflix, there were these things called DVDs, right? And before DVDs, there were VHS cassette tapes. Video home system is what that stands for. And you would get a cartridge like this, and you'd pull it out, and you'd stick it in your VCR, and you would watch your movie. So that's what this is supposed to mimic, if you didn't know. So I was already intrigued by the packaging for this game, but then I read the rules, which are literally 4 sentences, and I thought this is so simple. This is a perfect family party game. So inside this box, there's a whole bunch of cards, right? And every card has a movie, a song, a show, a game, or a toy, and some kind of miscellaneous thing. So each round, a person draws a card, and they read the thing, like The Office, right? And then everybody else who's playing guesses what year that thing was released, and whoever's closest gets the card first to however many cards wins. It's that simple, and I love it. And Josh emailed me early December, and I said, hey, if you can get this game to me before Christmas, I can take it home with Hannah's family to Pittsburgh, and then we can play the game, and then I could, play it a whole bunch and then make a review video for you. So he sent it out to me, and I took it home for Christmas with Hannah's family, and we had a blast that whole week playing this game. First, Hannah and her sister and I tried the game just to kind of learn how it works, and it was fine, and it worked for 3 players, but it's definitely better with more people. So then we added her dad and her cousin, and that was really great. And then we took it to her brother's house and played with his whole family, and that was great. And then on Christmas Day, we took this to her grandma Dee's house, and we actually ended up playing a game with 15 players, ages ranging from 23 to 93, for real. And the 93-year-old was an actual professional historian. That's what he does. So it was so awesome to get 15 people, like aunts and cousins and grandpa and grandma, to gather around and play, great-grandpa maybe, to play this game. And it's really great because it's such a social experience. So when you read a card like I Swear by All for One, I have no idea what that is. Apparently it's a song, but a lot of the people, that you're playing with, is if you have a whole bunch of different ages, they're going to know what that is. West Side Story, Survivor, The Iron Giant, Stairway to Heaven, of course, The Facts of Life is a show, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TV show, John Lennon was killed, when that happened, Sony Walkman released, Anthrax scare, so all these things. And the really cool thing about as you read these cards with a whole bunch of people is there's arguments and disagreements, and then people share their kind of personal connections with it. Like Hannah's dad always had some kind of like story that went along with why he remembered the year, or something like, oh, that was like 2 years after you were born, or whatever. So it's really fantastic. I didn't mention this, by the way, but the dates go from 1960 to 2010. So that's the range within which these events all happened. And I think that's really cool because it kind of advantages, is that a word? In that context, it gives an advantage to the older people who are playing, which I find really refreshing, because when I teach a game, I almost always have a huge advantage because I know the game and I play a lot of board games, right? So this is nice because the 40-year-olds and the 50-year-olds and the 60-year-olds, they lived through the 60s and 70s and 80s, so they have a much more connection with the events in this game than I do. So I love that older people have the advantage with this game. So needless to say, so obviously we had a whole bunch of fun with this game. Now, on my channel, I have a 7-point criteria system that I use to rate games. Now, I'm not going to give this one any numerical values, but I do want to go through those 7 points and kind of highlight where this game shines, starting with art and components. So the cards themselves, they're fine, nothing too special, but the packaging, I do think that people that you show this game to are going to find the packaging very creative and very cute. So that's already a selling point right there. Second is complexity versus audience. And I think this game does it perfectly because the intended audience is for families, is for multi-generational players, and the complexity is nothing. Again, 4 sentences, it's so easy. You say a year. If you get the year right, you get the card. If nobody gets the year right, whoever's closest gets the card. Duh. And if there's a tie, like there's somebody 1 year over and 1 year under, whoever's under gets it. That's the only like weird thing you have to remember. But otherwise, it's really, really straightforward. Complexity and audience, not a barrier at all. Third is thematic integration, which makes sense for a game like Great Western Trail, doesn't really make sense for a game like this, so not really applicable there. But the next thing, fourth, is intuitive mechanics, and again, really intuitive, right? You get close or you get the year right, you get a card, you want to get lots of cards to win the game. Super straightforward. Next is replayability. Now, this one I kept thinking about. Now, we played it a bunch over that Christmas week. Is it a game that I would play over and over and over again? Probably not. As far as, there's not a ton of game in the box, as far as mechanics or, some kind of hook. But I will say that you could bring this back to Christmas or Thanksgiving or each family gathering. You could just keep bringing this game back and then try it again. Everyone will remember, oh yeah, I remember we played this game, a few months ago. Let's play it again. So the replayability is there, even if it's not a game I would play, let's say 8 nights in a row in a normal setting. So replayability is there, although it might not be super, super high. My next point is length and fun length and fun factor. It's been a while since I reviewed a game. How long is the game and is it fun all the way through? I really like that in this game, you kind of determine the length of the game. So you can play till somebody has 10 cards, or you can play till somebody has 5 cards, or if you're playing in a group of 15 like we did, I think we played till somebody had 3 cards. Or no, I think we were gonna do that and then we decided let's go until everyone has a chance to read 2 cards. So you can make it as long as you want, and if it feels like it's getting a little long, you say, okay, next person to, get to 5 cards or whatever wins. So you determine the length, it's fun all the way through, everyone's engaged. Like, even if it's not your turn, of course, you need to pay attention to everybody else's guesses, and it's great. You're always engaged and paying attention. So length and fun factor, it shines really well there. And then finally, cost versus value. This game is currently $25 on Amazon, which I do think is a pretty good bang for your buck. I don't know how many cards are in here. Does it say somewhere? I'm not sure if it says how many cards are in here. It probably does somewhere, but I don't know. But it is a whole lot of cards. So for 25 bucks, you're getting all these. Let me show you. All these cards, each one with 5 different things that you can read. So it's a lot of cards to go through. And for 25 bucks for a really good, solid family party game, I think that's a really, really good bang for your buck. And now let's talk about the giveaway. So Josh, the creator of this game, was kind enough to offer 2 free copies of Dated to 2 of you wonderful viewers. So here's how you can be eligible to win a copy. In the comments down below, I want you to type what year you think that my mom and my dad met, okay? I don't know when it was, so I'll have to ask, but you take a guess, when do you think my mom and my dad met, okay? Next week, I'll do a big reveal and let you know what that year was, and the first 2 people to have gotten it right, or to be closest, are gonna receive a copy of Dated, thanks to Josh. So only 1 guess, by the way, per person. I will be watching, so take 1 guess when my mom and my dad met to be eligible for a copy of Dated. While you're down there in the comments, check out the description for a link to this game's website and to the Amazon page where you can buy this game. If it seems like a game you'd be interested in and that your family and friends would enjoy, I highly recommend that you take a look at it and get it for parties and family get-togethers. It was really a whole bunch of fun. Of course, this is a review copy, so take that with a small or big grain of salt, but truly this is an extremely fun and entertaining game that was fun for all ages. So check out the game, leave a comment down there below to win a copy of the game potentially, and in the meantime, have a wonderful week, take care, and happy gaming. Bye.